Right. That stinger was deceptive. Penguin at mid-game. People are like, mid? Sophia Falcone's not mid. Christine Milotti's not mid. Penguin's not mid. No. All those things are completely not true. What culture clearly means is it's the middle of the season.
Yep.
Because there's 8 episodes. We're at episode 4. And this was an incredible episode. So we're going to start off with something really light today on the show, guys. I say light, but fun. You know, we're going to talk about the Penguin episode 4 and just review it. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, I'd love it. Let's do it. I'm excited.
Oh, it was incredible. What an absolutely incredible episode. Kristen Milioti, I think that's how you say her name, or Milotti, is an exceptional actor, actually. An exceptional actor. In this episode, she run the gamut of pretty much every single emotion you could, and then some. The nuanced performance was astounding from her. Her slow, steady descent into utter madness. Yeah, crazy.
Her development in this episode alone, the character development was off the chart. It was amazing. In the experience in Arkham, everything about her background, and then obviously, you know, the final bits of this thing, beginning to end, this was great. The lack of Penguin in the Penguin show was okay this time, and it just gave you everything. She I don't know what it is, but I've always thought very highly of her in her roles. She's delivered everything she's ever done. She should be in more things than she is. But yeah, no, you're 100% right. I mean, she brought it all. And man, I just there are the moments there where everything goes down. This is the Penguin's red wedding. it was awesome as heck.
Yeah, and what culture means by that is not the Penguin doing it, as in just the Penguin as a series.
The show,
Penguin Red Wedding. Yeah, so to be as non-spoilers as possible, because obviously don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Give it away.
But this episode was a backstory episode on Sophia Falcone. We got and it was backstory in the way that it is quite literally in the past. The majority of it set in the past, sort of bookended, as in the start is present day and then the end is present day. So bookends at present day, but the middle of it is all in the past. We see Carmine Falcone, a young Carmine Falcone, played by Mark Strong. I think he did a really good performance, actually. I think he did a really good performance as Carmine Falcone. Because, of course, that character is dead. The Riddler killed him in the movie. But I think he did a really good performance of it overall. And I think, you know, learning more and more. I think what's interesting about the Sophia Falcone character, because lots of people are theorizing she's going to be Poison Ivy, because again, there's more green being worn. I don't know. I myself don't really think they'll go that route, and I hope that they don't.
Yeah,
I really hope that they don't go that route. But I think what I really liked about the sort of Sophia Falcone character is you don't actually know if she is an unreliable narrator. So we don't know if what we see in the past is the truth. We actually don't know if she is mad, and what we see happening is the true events. I think there probably will be, mind you, because that would be a bit of a weird fake out. But there is an essence of it potentially not being, you know, the sort of reliable narrator element. I don't know if you sort of picked up on any of that.
Yeah, I feel like that at times, depending upon what perspective we're viewing it from, that's absolutely true. I think, but I think that's around all the characters, to be fair. Especially in the moments of focus. I think all of them are unreliable because we're dealing with, you know, various levels of criminality and you know, and how they see themselves. You know, You know, even in the interaction between Victor and the Penguin and everything else. I mean, I think all the characters you kind of are like, okay, that's not really. I mean, I see how you would see it that way, but that's not really, you know, what's going on.
Well, I
It's
just
really.
meant she might actually be insane, and what we see.
Oh no, we know
is true.
she went bonkers bananas. You could see it, and again, she was incredible in the episode. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think you're quite picking up on what I mean. What I mean
Oh,
is the
okay.
descent to madness and the, without getting into spoilers, but what led up to her being put in Arkham and her claiming her innocence may
Yeah.
not actually be true. She may actually be guilty. Is my
Oh
point.
yeah, no, indeed. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
her perspective of events may not be reality. Yeah. That's what I no, I agree with you
yeah,
completely. Yeah.
yeah. I think that. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, please.
I was just going to say, I think I can't get over the performance. And I watched, and it's the first time I watched it actually. HBO or Max or whatever YouTube channel it is, they put on a Penguin the after show. It's like a quick episode about, I don't know, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, where they explain some bits and pieces in the show, sort of why they approached the episode the way that they did. And there was some really interesting insights, and it's stuff which you would have picked up on. So the cinematography perspective, like pretty much the entire episode was all handheld, and it was done like that for a reason. So it was from her perspective more and more, rather than sort of stationary shots and things like that, which I thought was really, really quite smart. And then the sort of the main in-camera effects that they were using to display the madness was sort of blurred, blurred background, sort of bokeh effect and things like this, to show that sort of disturbance that was happening in the character's mind, which I thought was great. But again, it was all very, very particular. And then when she comes out finally at the end in what you put, that green dress that you put in the stinger, banging hot, bloody incredibly attractive. But it's more like her embracing who she was and who she became. Because previous to that, if you didn't notice, she was always wearing things to cover up all of her scars. And so this is the first time we'd actually seen them all properly in present day. And so this is her coming out going, yeah, no, this is me starting anew. This is who I am now. Yeah. Which I thought was really, really cool. I thought that was brilliant.
I loved every second of it. Again, I can't say enough about her, and she can really wear a dress. Let me tell you, she really can wear a dress. That's why I used the picture I did. I was like, look at that dress.
Yeah, there's bloody Culture Casino getting obsessed with dresses now, it seems.
Look, I mean, that canary yellow is very becoming. So
I thought I had a picture of it, actually. I don't have a picture.
I
did have one to use it as a thumbnail, but never mind.
I had it. I had it in the intro bit in the stinger. So.
I know I don't want to play the stinger again with a noise, but yeah, she looks great. Brilliant character, and again, just that nuanced performance was brilliant. There's no one in this show that's putting in a bad performance, really, because even the therapist is putting in a great performance.
Yeah,
and you know what? Like, my God, Arkham Asylum is fucking brutal. The way they showed everything was just horrendous. Like, it felt visceral. It felt really real.
Yeah, it felt very grimy and gross and yeah, it really does. I mean, gosh, who was it? What's the name of the doctor? Rush? Was it? I'm trying to remember the name of the doctor. Yeah, he did such a good job. And I felt like every moment of that is just incredible. The family annihilation was incredible. Look, everything about this, and I'm trying to leave massive spoilers out of it, but you feel the weight of every scene in this. Some people said they didn't really feel like it was the best effort, or it fell off or down a peg. I'm like,
really?
No, yeah. And I was like, you're absolutely wrong. This thing went up. It went up in my estimation, right? I mean,
at least, the best episodes.
Yeah. I'm like, it's midway through. This is the best way to give you the midpoint. This was it. Now
that was what people.
Yeah,
actually,
I know.
What
I know.
My brain can't compute that, because this was an exceptional episode.
Yeah, I think
what.
I mean, I can see it a little bit maybe because there was not enough Oz, right? If that's your primary focus, but I just want a good show. So if they give me more character development, and if this if this thing gets another season, dude, I'm there for it, man. I think
Mate,
I think
I'll be there for 10 seasons of this. This would be
yeah,
great.
yeah.
I don't care.
It's
I thought it was
weird.
brilliant. Well, how bizarre.
Yeah.
How bizarre. I don't see it. You know, because people complain about filler episodes, right? And filler episodes are boring because they don't.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, filler episodes can be really boring because they don't really propel the narrative forward. But this is not a filler episode in the traditional sense, but it does serve a similar purpose. It's a down regulation of the plot, you know, required to fill in some backstory, which is generally speaking what a filler episode is. And that's 9 times out of 10 that's what they do. That's the purpose they serve. But what a great way to do it. And it wasn't exactly, you know, it still did propel the narrative forward in the sense that now when we come out the other end, you know, and they bookended it, right? So all the present day stuff, you're now setting up major things moving forwards for the last 4 episodes. As filler episodes go, this was exceptional. This is to me a 10 out of 10 show. Genuinely 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing. It's not a typical filler. It's not a typical bottle episode or whatever you want to call it. This has all the connective tissue that you know will carry you through the story, and you need this. This background's going to be important, I think, and it could be important for a while. So yeah, I'm sorry. Her performance still blows my mind.
Yeah, she was brilliant. She was brilliant. Good. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love the show. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. We do have a super chat about this, actually. So we got this super chat from Larry Kwartowitz over on Streamlabs. So thank you so much, my dude, for $15. Supporting the channel, supporting the show. And says, hey, Mr. H and Culture, Penguin has been incredible so far.
Yeah.
They actually filmed some of it at a rehearsal space in Brooklyn that my band uses, and I finally saw some of it in episode 4. Exterior only so far, but still exciting to see it on HBO. I bet that is fun to see it, to be honest. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it anyway. I cannot wait to see what happens next week. Cannot wait.
And that's the other problem, right? Okay, so we're back to appointment television, which we haven't had in a long time. This is an example of that. Because I mean, I think the last appointment television I had was Game of Thrones. I don't really feel like I had to see everything right away with anything else. I mean, we've done a lot of television, you know, reviews and film reviews and stuff, but this is one of those where like I have to tune in. I have to be able to see it.
Oh mate, it makes my Mondays because it's out here on a Monday. So that's what I do on my Monday. I love it. I think it's brilliant. Yeah. Got another comment from Larry Kwartowitz. Again, another $15 over on Streamlabs. So thank you so much. Says, also, I really like the Batman, but this show is making me appreciate the Reeves verse even more. The Magpie cameo was a nice nod, and I'm excited to see what other characters show up eventually. Also, give me Barry Keoghan in part 2, please. We need a good Joker. I would agree with you there, Larry. Like, I like the Batman. I thought it was a good movie. Like, you know, people can hate it. Whatever. You're welcome to your opinion. But I really liked it. And this does make me appreciate the Matt Reeves DC universe so much more, even though I liked it. And Culture didn't like the Batman, but he likes this. So that's
a lot. I like this a lot.
That's a big compliment, to be fair.
Yeah, this overcame a lot of the bad issues, in my opinion, with the Batman. You know, because it's so separated from reality. This is very grounded in reality. So these are things that could happen. You know, and that's I guess why I appreciate this episode even more, right, Nate? I mean, it's just like, you know, you can drive people to madness, right? Just a series of events.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was like woof. Anyway.
Yeah,
which is something that the Joker 2 spectacularly failed at.
It does. Well, we'll get to that another time. Won't we?
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. There you go. What a fantastic episode. Watch it if you're not already.